The PL Show is brought to you by Roma Insecticide Spray and Mosquito Coil.
Hello and welcome. It's the season 2 of the PL Show dubbed Empowered Women, Empower Women. Here we are going to inspire you. We are going to stir and uplift you as you strive to achieve your dreams with stories of amazing and fantastic women. The show is proudly sponsored by Roma Insecticide Spray and Mosquito Coil, Roma and Tonto Master and Feco Spray Start. Look sharp.
Shed your rumor to me.
Roma Insecticide Spray and Mosquito Coil and Tonto Master. Ebe ye jumanamo. She so madahati. Roma Insecticide Spray ada Roma. Enta fre, enta tia, make a cheha. No way. Shemikuno and Tonton Bako Crown Fanimo and also a pussy. Roma Insecticide Spray and Mosquito Coil. And how dare we a show? Roma,
Roma and Tonto Master.
Look sharp, look sharp. Wow! My uniform looks different. From my head to my toes. You're the best grandpa ever.
Feco Spray Starch, Majima Point.
Hi, Pops.
Cratchy, pause. Abanintin Wogumen Masidam. When you want to run to the moon. I feel your spray starch, Papa. On Japaticus be or water or dos warm on your water, Sophie. No wrinkles, smooth iron.
Yeshon, Papa. Feco Spray Starch. Me here perfume.
Point 2.
As a guy. Feco Spray Starch.
Look sharp.
Feco Spray Starch. Look sharp, look sharp.
You are still watching the PL Show. Let's take a look at this and we will be right back.
Having the eyes that sees beauty in every aspect of life, she has become a woman for all. Efua Rockson is an astute marketing and communications professional with a passion for marketing strategy. She is currently the Group Head, Corporate Affairs and Marketing at Glico Group Limited. Nana Efua is an accredited member of the Chartered Institute of Marketing, the Chartered Institute of Marketing United Kingdom, and the Institute of Public Relations Ghana. In her spare time, Nana Efua loves writing poetry, and her favorite genre is writing love poems. In 2018, she launched her debut book, Tebby's Book of Love Poems, which catalogues 13 beautiful crafted love poems. Nana Efua encourages and inspires the youth, especially the ladies, to aspire greater heights and be beautiful with brains.
Yes, Nana Efua, welcome to my show.
Thank you.
Okay, so I call you the woman of many colors. I mean, you have done it all, from beauty to NGO, and now you are the head of Marketing and Corporate Affairs Glico Group Limited. I would like to know about your childhood. Was there anything growing up that made you say that I, Nana Efua, would be here some point in my life?
I mean, I come from what you see an average family. My mom is a seamstress, now they call them dressing designers. My father is a teacher.
Right.
Okay, and I have 2 other siblings. I'm the middle child, you know. So growing up, family of 5, we're quite a close-knit family. We do things together. My mom is my number 1 inspiration. She always makes sure that you aspire to be who you want to be.
You were once a beauty queen.
I was a beauty queen, yeah.
I'm sure your mom.
Actually, I am a beauty queen.
Oh, yes, you are. Tell me how you got into that.
It's quite an interesting story. When I was in Ghana Institute of Journalism, Then there was a call for Miss GIG. I said, okay, let me take up the challenge. And prior to that, let me say that during my secondary school time, I was a very timid.
You don't
sound
like one.
When my mates see me now, it's like, is that the Efua? Yes, because I was very quiet, reserved, very timid, quite academic, you know. Yeah. So I just signed up to take part in the Miss GIJ contest, and I didn't place anywhere. No.
But I'm sure
it was quite an experience for me. I mean, being on stage and just be who you are, to talk to a room full of people and convince them and the judges that you deserve to win the crown. It was quite an experience. And even though I wasn't part of the finalists and all those things, it was quite an experience for me. Then when the whole Embassy Double Do was going on, there was a Miss Greater Accra. And when we went, the MC announced that only 4 people have registered. So they were appealing to the audience, those who think that they have the flair and who can take part in the the audition. Greater Accra pageant should come and register. So I went at the last stage. I was the last contestant number 14. And I remember the person who was assisting the MC was like, okay, you have to deliver a message. So I went to stage and I talked about the fact that educating women was such a big deal for us as Ghanaians. And I made the cut of Krijiagri, if you educate a man, if you educate a woman, you educate a
almost
nation.
Became
That's
a
what
cliche. I remember
that's what
almost everybody on Miss
said.
Ghana at the time.
But there was a twist I added to it, because I said that, you know, it's not just about educating a woman. When you give a woman more, she can give you something better. If you give a woman a vegetable, she'll give you a whole meal. If you give a woman a sperm, in a period of 9 months, she'll give you a whole human being. That actually did it for me. Yeah? Lo and behold, I was fantastic. In 97. Then from there, I participated in the Miss Ghana pageant, and where all 20 contestants from all the 10 regions participated. Went through the routines, and I was part of the final 8. And on that night, I won the best evening gown designed by my mother. Yeah, so
I was right to say your mother used you as her model.
Oh yeah, she did, and she still does.
And that style has still stayed with you. Look at you.
Oh, thank you.
After that, let me say, you did your diploma in GIJ, you participated in all of that, and then you went to London.
Yes.
And then you decided to be something else.
What actually led me to go to GIJ was that I wanted to be a newscaster. I wanted to be like Beatrice Adu reading the news on GBC, and I was one person who always sat behind the TV set to pick every word and how she pronounces the words and read the news. I was so fascinated about that. From GIJ, I had the opportunity to do my first degree at University of Cape Coast, where I read educational psychology and learn about human behavior. It's quite intriguing. You know, and all these things, I didn't even know how I was connecting the dots in my career.
Yeah.
Then from UCC, I had the opportunity to join my husband, now my ex-husband, in London. So there I said, okay, if you have the opportunity to be here, why don't you just further your education? So I did my master's in marketing, MBA in marketing. And you know the interesting thing about my master's, I mean, and this is what I want women to know, the opportunity to do my master's. I ended up with, I'd say 4 masters, because I came up with not just with my master's, but also 3 kids. Yes. So the course that I was supposed to do in a year, I did it in a period of 2.5 years.
Oh, but you still did.
I still did it. I still had my kids and had my master's.
Exactly. You know, had it all.
And it was as a result of determination, you know. And I think every woman, you shouldn't let being a parent, being a mother, being a wife stop you from achieving whatever goals you want to do. You can do it together. You just have to be
exactly
committed
what this
about it.
show is about. We're here to motivate you, inspire you that, see, you don't have to limit yourself. So we hold up right here. You are still watching the PL show, and it's, in fact, we're having a very interesting time here with Nani Efua Rockson. Kindly stay tuned.
Emma
And it's still the PL show, and I still have on my set the beautiful woman of many colors, Efua Rockson. You are the head of corporate affairs and marketing at Glico Group Limited. Yes. I should be saying it. Oh. That's really huge. How did you get into Glico?
You know, when I came back from the UK, I was trying to find myself and find a company working in institutions that actually believed in the essence of marketing. So I did quite some jobs, starting from SIT, which is an insurance company. I went to Allure, beauty and fashion. Yeah. Then I worked at SOS Children's Villages. And somewhere along the line, I just decided to quit my job at SOS and
just
look
like that,
for that one thing that fulfills me. So I walked into Glico, and the MD then, Mr. Fukoche, thought that I was sent to see him on a proposal. You know, you see how fate works.
Yeah.
So I went in and he started talking about, Kwabna send you, is you on the sponsorship? I said, no, I'm not here on the sponsorship. He said I should come and see you and talk to you about work. But we are not recruits. I said, yeah, I know. Then I said, okay, since you're here, what do you do? I said, okay, I'm in marketing. And I've worked in this company, I've done that, I've done that. I've gone to your website and your website is still under construction. I entered this place. So he was quite intrigued. And it's like, okay, so within this short period, you've been able to assess some of the challenges we are having in our market. And I said, yes.
From an outside.
From an outside in. So I said, if you give me the opportunity, I will do this, I will do that, I will do that. And it was quite interesting. So I said, okay. So I would take it up and speak to my bosses, and we would see if we can engage you on that part. So months went by, then I was called for an interview, and I had to meet 6 top executives from the board, and I had to pitch to them why they need the services of me.
They need to engage you, yeah.
Exactly. And it was quite a challenging and intriguing conversation I had with the board. I met my chairman, Kwame Champonche.
How was the waiting period for you?
You know, interestingly, it was the best moment of my life because I got to spend time with my family. Because sometimes when we focus so much on work, we tend to forget that there's a family who also needs us. And my children were growing at that time. So I made that period fun for me, and I enjoyed being a mother at that time. I was called in December, and I started work on 2nd January 2012. It's been actually 8 years.
8 years.
Now. But the interesting thing about it is that when I started work, I was asked to present a proposal of what I was going to do to raise high the Glico brand.
Yeah.
Because when I went for the interview, I yelped a little that if you give me the job in 6 months, I was going to do A, B, C, D. And if I don't achieve those things, please, you can sack me. And 8 years on, I'm still here.
You're still there. And now you are the head.
Yes, I'm the head of corporate affairs. So every year I set up with a goal. Okay, this year I'm going to do that. Last year, at the end of the year, my boss said, we want us to focus more on digital marketing. So I was like, okay, so yeah. You're an expert, and if you say you're an expert in digital marketing, what are the things you're going to do in digital marketing? So I spent the whole Christmas period trying to reflect on what other things we can do in digital marketing and in marketing as a whole that will still make the Glico brand relevant and offer value to Ghanaians. So if I'm still at Glico, I think it's because I'm offering some value to the company. Let me just say that it hasn't been just me. I have a fantastic team. And my team is made up of 9 ladies and 2 gentlemen.
So go women!
Yes.
Go women!
Because I believe in women. Sometimes my boy's like, especially when there's a maternity and take time.
Exactly, I was coming there. Hasn't that been of a challenge? Because marketing, you have to be on the go.
It hasn't been a challenge because we work as a team and we plan very well. So even when one is out, nobody realizes because work still continues.
So it's more like a family.
It's a family. We have fun and we work so hard.
I'm sure a lot of people know Glico to be just insurance. If you can take us through what the group actually does.
So Glico is a one-stop shop for insurance and financial services. And it's an indigenous Ghanaian company, you know. And we've been in existence for 33 years and counting. Wholly owned by Ghanaians, so there's something we're doing fundamentally right. So everybody should come and insure with Glico.
Yes, we will.
And we say we cushion you for life.
For life.
Okay, so when it comes to insurance, we have life insurance, which deals with insurance for individuals and persons and groups. So let's say no one knows tomorrow, but if you should die tomorrow, touch wood, what will your family depend on? That's why you need to take some kind of financial security. Then we have non-life insurance that takes care of all your assets and things which are not personal. And now we've dealt so much in oil and gas this year.
Wow.
Okay, local content. So it's something that Glycogen is actually pushing on the front, and we've set up an oil and gas decks, and we've sent our people out there to train in oil and gas.
Wow.
Okay, so we're taking Ghana by storm.
Wow.
Then we have health insurance. Health insurance, basically, as the name says, it's about health. You know, we entreat everyone to sign on to National Health Insurance, but National Health Insurance have some limits. So that's why it's important to have your own private health insurance arrangement, so that where the National Health Insurance cannot meet those needs, you know that your health insurance can take care of it. So everybody should take a health insurance policy. Then we have Glico properties that deal in properties rentals, estates. We have 2 flagship properties, Germany Court and Duffier Court, that we give on short to long-term lease. And there's Glico Capital that deals with investments. So if you want some investment, short-term, long-term, you have some money that you want to ensure that make some appreciable interest on it, Glico Capital is there. And finally, Glico Pensions. That takes care of tier 2, tier 3 pensions. You know, the first tier is taken by SNIT, the government, and with the new laws that came into being in 2012, you should have a second tier and a third tier if you are working on your own. So Glico Pensions, currently we are number 1 on the market.
Of course, and I'm happy that you have products like that suited for everybody. It's like more very inclusive.
The hallmark has been that we listen to the Ghanaian, because we are a Ghanaian company. We look at what is it that Ghanaians are looking out for, and we come out with products that meets the needs of Ghanaians. That's why we are relevant.
Good.
And we pay our claims on time.
Of course, I can attest to that. You also do MCN.
Yeah.
How does that come in?
That's interesting. I just enjoy talking to people. I'm just my natural self. You know? And yeah, a lot of people, I would say now, in today's Ghana, are full-time professional MCN. For me, I think talking is something that comes naturally. So I just go on stage and I just be myself and make sure that I take your program to the next level or your event. And
so you have booking engagements?
Yeah, I've done a lot of MC, especially in the insurance industry. Yeah, so I remember when NIC was celebrating its 25th anniversary. I think I did 3 or 4 different events for NIC, the launch, the seminar. I also did the MC for was the last year WICA conference, West Africa Insurance Associations in Ghana. I've also done MC for people's parties and weddings, and they say I speak too much big English.
Of course, it's an Efua.
So it's something that I enjoy doing.
Okay, Nanefua, I'll take a break. When I come back, we will talk about something very interesting that has to do with color. Thank you to my sponsors, Roma Insecticide Spray and Mosquito Coil, Roma and Tonton Master and Feco Spray Starch. Look sharp. We will be right back. It's the PL Show.
Should you Roma to me?
Insecticide spray and mosquito fell and Tonton Master a bay yejuanamo. She's so madahati. Roma insecticide spray ada Roma. Interfere, Entatia, make it her. No way. Shemikunu, and Tonton Bako Crown Fanimo, and also a pussy. Roma insecticide spray and mosquito coil. And out there we are shown. Roma,
Roma and Tonton Master.
Welcome back. We are still on the PL show talking to Nana Efua Rockson. Yes. Fantastic stories, Nana Efua.
Thank you.
Nana Efua, you believe in love.
Oh, yeah. I love you drink to that.
Yes, I'm happy. Let's see. We are in the month of love. I want you to tell me a little bit about your love life.
The first thing about love is that you need to love yourself. And I think I'm in so much love with myself. You know?
I can see.
Yes. And, well, talking about my love life, I was married for 12 years. I'm currently divorced. But I don't see that as a challenge. I see that as an opportunity because I was able to push myself to be who I am now. So currently, yes, I'm single.
Yeah.
I'm not really searching.
But she's single.
But yeah, I'm available.
See the woman sitting here.
I'm available. I've got 3 beautiful kids that keep me occupied. Yeah, right. And that's, I'm enjoying my life. That's it. Yeah.
Right. And you write about love. Nana Efua.
Yes.
For a woman who is so much in love with herself, I am not surprised that you write about love. But there is one of your poems, and that's Tibi's Book of Love Poems. It's amazing. It's an amazing book. tell me the story behind the poems. You know, I'm interested.
I've been writing poetry, love poems, you know. It just comes naturally. When I hit a landmark birthday, I was like, what legacy can you give out to the world, you know? So why don't you put your poems together? That posterity will read and someone will be inspired by it. So that's why I came up with Tebi's Book of Love. And Tebi actually means Rockson. Tebi Gan.
Oh, that's your
Son.
name.
Yeah.
Nana Efua Rockson.
Tebi. Yeah.
There's one particular poem in your book that I love so much. It talks about the color of love. Can you kindly read this for us?
Okay. The color of my love is black. Black for the density and abysmal depth that intrigues and excites. Black for the thickness, like the night, that creeps in and covers the sun before you've had the time to say no. Black because I am black, an intelligent African woman. My love is truly black, that which only you can see, feel, touch, and taste with the senses of your love. Black.
Wow.
Oh. Life is beautiful.
I'm very happy. This is an amazing book. I've read a couple of them and I am inspired. After all is said and done, what would you like to be remembered for?
There are a lot of things that I want to be remembered for. And one of the things is about who I am. I mean, a lot of people would tell you that Nana Efua is straight to the point. I've heard people say that you are too pure. And that is something I see as a compliment, even though sometimes they mean it in a negative way, you know. And that's what I want people to remember me for. The beauty, the integrity, and the purity of my heart.
You won one of the best PRs in West Africa, the top 20.
Yeah.
That's like huge.
It came as a surprise to me though, because among all the top PR professionals, I was named as one of the top 20 in West Africa. I look up to, first of all, my mom. She's been my inspiration. And it's like her unfulfilled dreams, I want to fulfill them. Secondly, my chairman is one person that inspires me, Dr. Kwame Chamfonche, because every time he recounts the story of Glico, I see myself as part of it. you know, where he started and how far we've come. And even the vision of where we want to go. And I think that's what everybody should aspire to. There are a few people who are doing phenomenal things. The multimedia group, they are 25 years, shout outs to you. The multimedia is doing a fantastic job. Fidelity Bank, the owner, is also doing a fantastic job. And these are all Ghanaian companies, you know. Something good has to come from Ghana and Africa. There are a lot of people that in diverse ways touches me. You know, when I listen to someone, when I read a story, it's like, oh, I see myself in there. I can be better. I can be like this person and even better. And that pushes me and inspires me to be who I am and to do what I do.
And in the creative arts industry, who is your most, the person that you'd listen to or watch most?
I used to have a crush on Majid and John Jomelo, you know. I mean, they are quite versatile. They can play different roles. And that's how I see myself.
Yes, very good.
And when it comes to music, I love music. I love Shatta Wale.
You can't...
I know the best song I love about Shatta Wale. No. Freedom.
Oh, yes, freedom.
Freedom. I mean, if it's freedom to think, freedom to be who you are, freedom to express
yourself. Finally, your last words.
To all the women out there, go with your guts, go with your passion. I mean, push yourself out there. It's not an easy peasy journey. It's challenging, but with commitment, dedication, and a passion, you can aspire to be who you are. And one thing, every woman is beautiful in their own way. Yes. But you have to be beautiful with brains. Because that's the only way you become a phenomenal woman.
Efua, we have some surprise for you.
Oh,
yes.
Efua is such an awesome leader. In the past few months, she's taught me so much. She's so professional as everything that she does, so analytical and very critical.
And I would say that Efua is one of the great marketing and corporate commerce professionals that anybody can encounter. I'm excited to see that women like her are going very far and pushing brand management in Ghana to a higher level. It's such a challenge working for 6 group subsidiaries, but she makes it look very easy.
Thank you.
From my sponsors, Roma Insecticide.
I love surprises.
And Mosquito Coil. So thank you very much. This is our little gift to you in this month of love. You can see we have yellow, we have red, we have orange. We have all the colors of love.
Oh,
we just want to say thank you for being an amazing and phenomenal woman.
Thank you. And you know where I live, there are a lot of mosquitoes, so this actually comes in very handy for me. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We have been talking to one very fantastic woman. She's deep. Thank you very much to my sponsors, Roma Insecticide Spray and Mosquito Coil, Roma in Tontum Master, and Feco Spray Starch. Look sharp. Thank you to Gemini Court for hosting us. Thank you very much for watching. It's been an amazing one. Stay tuned.